Good morning, everyone. I'm fixing to show you a after of what I have pruned in my front yard. I really didn't think I would prune this much, but the results are outstanding. I'm going to start with the pièce de résistance. This is a Baptisia. I do not know the name. I know the flowers are yellow. It has already produced its blooms and they have already been spent. This is what the bloom stalk looks like. And if you've never seen a Baptisia or had a Baptisia in your garden, this is a perennial that you must have. The reason why I prune so much is because I like to see through the bottom of the tree. And I have a rose of Sharon behind it, and it has the pink flowers. I pruned a lot of that away as well. I wanted this tree to just grow upwards. And my battery life is, I just got the 20% warning, so I'm gonna try to speed through this. They're cutting grass across the street. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because there won't be a retake or wait till the guys have finished cutting the grass, because I have to go and get breakfast, and I also like to clean up all my yard debris and put it in yard trash bags. So this is all I had left from the Baptisia. As you can see, that's a lot. I pruned the Fire Chief Arborvitae. This is a hassle-free evergreen, year-round, beautiful color in the fall and winter. It looks like the bush is on fire, and it almost looks like it's dead, but it's not, because when it flushes back in the spring, this is what it looks like. I just basically lifted up the skirts and pruned all the way around the bottom. Took off just a few branches, and that's the debris of that. Those are my gloves. I prune with gloves because you don't know, I don't want a spider or ant bite in my hand. And that's my little can of Lysol. This is the Cleopatra canna lily. It has not flushed out as much as it will. This, we all know canna lilies could probably get 6 feet tall. In the pot, this one normally get about 4 feet tall. I'm always pruning away bug, leaf damage, and that is all the frost damage I had. This is my first time pruning at this. My evergreen arborvitae, I just lifted the skirt just a little bit, and that's the debris I have from that. Not a lot. I basically prune all my trees because I treat them as accent trees. If you're treating them as privacy screens, by all means, you may not want to prune. Maybe at the bottom, so you can see at the bottom for critters. But other than that, I prune all my trees because they're treated as accent trees. This is my Hinoka cypress. I didn't know the name of it earlier, but I had a tag on the other one. I pruned it up so I can see the bottom, and I treat it as an accent tree as well. And that's all the branches I have from that. I pruned all my daylilies, even if they were blooming, because they was infested with weeds. And I have my 10% warning now on my dead battery. And that's the debris from the daylily. I have 3 Cleopatra canna lily in pots. I cleaned this up pretty good. And that's the leaves from that. My rose of Sharon, excuse me for going quick. I have a 10% battery warning. And that is what it looks like now. And this is what the Cleopatra, this is what the I'm sorry, this is what the Baptisia looked like from the back. And this is what the Rose of Sharon looks like after I pruned it away. I pruned this Hinoka cypress as well, just so I could see a little bit at the bottom. And that is the branches from that, not a lot. My daylilies, prune them all the way down to the ground. Give it a month. It will look like I didn't even touch it. And that is the debris from that. My red canna lily in the mounded flower bed. I cleaned it up just a little bit. I could have took it all the way down, but some of the leaves look pretty good. And that is the debris from that. I pruned on my false cypress, cryptomera, just not a lot, because I have 3 that I purchased at the same time, and they're all growing differently. This one more than the others, probably because it's in full sun, and the other ones are being shaded by my crepe myrtle. I do not prune my crepe myrtle at all. I don't do the deer antlers. This is the debris from that cryptomera. I did not touch this one, and I barely touched this one. This is the debris from that. I did not touch my darn root buds. I did not touch this Japanese maple crimson queen yet, because I wanted it to have its own video when I prune it. And I did touch my evergreen, my giant arborvitae. This is just the debris from that. And I just pruned it where I can see the base of the tree. I don't care how tall it goes, but I'm definitely going to keep it where I can see underneath the tree. Why do I prune? All my trees and my perennials are accent trees. That is the way I treat them. I did not touch this blue spruce, and I did not touch this blue spruce. I did not touch this evergreen arborvitae. I just shook some of the brown limbs in the inside. Just shook those out. Clean it up. And lastly, I don't know the name of these, but I think they're little giants. Someone correct me if I'm not right. I probably just clipped away one dead branch on this one, and probably just 2 dead branches on this one, just to clean it up. And I definitely cleaned it up where I could see the bottom. And now I am fixing to go inside and take a shower. I did not touch my Italian cypress. They've only been in the ground for 1 year, and they didn't need to be touched. But look at the damage that my yard man is doing to my tree. I've gotten on him about that. So I think I'm gonna have to put some river pebbles down at the base, or some type of protection, so when he weed eats, he won't have to clip it as much as he has. I have 3 of those Italian cypress going up the branch. They need some ironite. They need to be fertilized. And my fire chiefs in pots. I may have seen 1 dead branch. And these are not going to stay here. They was just here because I bought them in the fall, and I didn't know where I wanted to put them. So that is what I've done this morning. Pruned everything. I may not have to do that for another year. I'm definitely not gonna do it during the 3-degree temperatures in the summer. I watched lots of garden channels, and they said this is about the perfect weather to prune your evergreens or your deciduous trees, any accent trees. And I'm very happy. See how I treat this tree? It's just an accent tree. It's not for privacy, although it's providing a little privacy. But this is a beautiful tree. The ice damage and the heavy rains have caused it to have that fork design, and I love it. I love the way it all turned out. These are specimen accent trees. These I'm a plant collector, tree collector. Hinoka cypress, Sweet Bay Magnolia, I didn't touch it all. Evergreen Arborvitae, Cleopatra Canna Lily, Baptisia in a pot, I did not touch it all. But I'll probably go back and take away these spent flower stalks. Fire Chief Arborvitae, Tater Tot, I did not touch it all. Baptisia definitely had to be pruned. I couldn't even see my Rose of Sharon. Pruned that. Did not touch this Crimson Queen. It's already has a beautiful form, and I probably will never prune it, only if some of the branches start touching the ground. I love the design this tree has organically. Cleopatra Canna Lily took away the frost damage. Not a lot. Red Canna Lilies, not a lot. Day Lilies, pruned it all the way down to the ground. Hinoki Cypress, Blue Spruce, I don't think I barely touched that. And I'm just going over again before my phone dies, just in case you do watch this video to the full entirety. So this is why you get out and prune. Inspections for insects. If you like to, if things are bushed out too much and hiding other plants, I like to use my plants and trees as accent trees. So I definitely love to improve on the shape of them. Weeds were taking over my daylilies, so I cut it all the way back to the ground. Let's hope the daylilies grow faster than the weeds. And I'm really proud that I got out here and done this. Again, I said I can't afford annuals and perennials, the flowering plants. I normally have them in this. I normally have begonias or some Super Tunia Vista bubblegums and all my planters. I won't be able to do that this year. I'm gonna try to. I normally have fence planters that I have Super Tunia Vista bubblegum and Purple Hearts in. Can't do that this year. I have another planter that I plant up, lots of pots that are not going to be used, because this area here is going to be all river pebbles. I'm going to get some better landscape fabric, and this entire section is going to be river pebbles, because I didn't have the best grass. All this was grass when I first moved here. All of that is going to be river pebbles, and it probably take me 2 pallets. I finished only one section, and this is where my swing is, and a little sitting area for coffee or tea, and to look out into the garden. This is the best seat in the house, as well as the swing. I can see everything. So just like this has river pebbles everywhere, no trees or plants in this. I normally have a plant here. I have a flower stand here. This is a cute little sitting area, eating or drinking coffee and scones, muffins, leftover bricks I have, and I'm probably going to use these. It's about 40, and I'm probably going to use these as a tree ring under the Japanese maple. I'm going to put a tree ring under my darn redbud, and I'm going to put a tree ring up under this emerald green giant. I may put a small tree ring up under this one, but I won't put plants in it. But the tree rings that are going to go under these trees, I'll probably use hostas and shade-loving plants. And I'll probably have a tree ring under here. Probably you keep this metal ones, and I'll probably use it for shades. And I have these 2 tree rings as well. This is another swing I have yet to get in here and get out here and clean up this area. But that is one living spaces, garden spaces. Definitely incomplete. I probably do river pebbles here as well. That probably would take 30, 40 bags. I'm thinking that this area of the river pebbles is probably going to take almost 2 pallets. And then eventually I will also have river pebbles take out the mulch, or just put river pebbles on top of it, because and I'm going to transplant some of these as well. I was planning on taking out my Hinoki cypress. I may take out this evergreen arborvitae. I'm going to leave that sweet baby magnolia. I'm going to leave the fire chief. I may plant these tater tots up near the front with the Japanese maple, and I'm thinking about taking out the blue spruce and the Hinoki cypress here and putting it to the front over here. So that's it. That's the update. That's the pruning session. Why I prune? Because I treat all my plants and flowers and perennials as accent plants. I prune to inspect for insects. I prune to if it's overgrown and I can't see my other plants. I prune because I like to see the base of my plants. I prune because they have dead branches. I prune because of insect damage and frost damage. And get out here and do it real soon before the 3-degree temperature, and you won't have to do it again till next year. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this content. If you finish this video to its entirety, you know you owe me a like and a subscription from you. And this is another part of my garden design that is full of pebbles. I'm finished this section. I have my Mexican pottery collection. I have a dog. I have a turtle. I have some pots. I left these out in the all year round, and it caused some damage on my pots. I have a little damage on my turtle. They're not supposed to be left out because I think they're porcelain. And I have some damage, cracking damage there. And I have 2 more Mexican pots here. This is completely finished. I won't need to put any river pebbles here. And look at my collection of seashells, y'all. So I left the best for last. Look at my collection of seashells and my Mexican pottery. So I have 1, 2, I think I have 11 Mexican potteries. The turtle, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a frog, 7. I have a fish, 8. And I have these 2 small fishes, 9, 10. And 2 small pots, 11, 12. And I have a gecko, 13. I have a gecko up under this Japanese maple tree, and he has a broken leg. Thank you guys for watching. You gotta have garden art as well. Gotta have garden art. I have my Zen Buddha. I have my princess head. I don't know what you want to call it. I have a fountain that's not working. Put some marbles inside of that. I have an antique bicycle. I'm about to do a separate video of my garden art. Bought this from a thrift store. I have, it was just on the tip of my tongue what this is, but I have one of these. It was just on the tip of my tongue. I don't know where the base was, but I got this from my mom. I have one of these. Comment down below. Tell the people what that is. I have lots of little rocks that I got from the yard free. Didn't buy those. And so Got lots of garden art. Lots of beautiful pots. Look at these. Look at this. This is my columns, concrete columns with my Greek key planters. I have two of those. Two antique Greek planters I got from thrift stores. Both of those were $40 a steal. My gardening sign from Ross. Look at these trellises. When I see stuff, I have to get it, y'all. I have two large Greek concrete planters on each end. So garden art, Mexican pottery collection, Greek concrete planters. I have a lot going on. I don't really have to buy anything else. I just have to find a home, permanent home for it. But we all know about the garden. Nothing is ever permanent. And check out what I got against this wall. Two trellises with a mirror that came from a wall-mounted electric fireplace. The fireplace went out and I repurposed the mirror that was attached to it. These garden trellises was from Hobby Lobby, need to be repainted, but I think that is beautiful. These chairs are from my dining room, bought them from Big Lots, $120 for 6. I wasn't gonna leave that there. Bench I got from my mom. Pots I probably bought from Ross or TJ Maxx. More garden art of fish and is that a possum or a squirrel, guys? I don't know. But thank you guys for watching, and let me show you 2 more pots I got. I probably got these from Ross or TJ Maxx, and I'm fixing to go do this yard clean up, take a shower, and start my day. 2 matching pots. So it's a shame I can't afford to buy annuals to go in these pots and set them around, but I've done that for the last 2 years. I put